think it's the most difficult thing to do.
Yeah, sure.
Right?
Good morning. I'm doing great.
To
Thank you.
see
And
you.
how are you?
Always a pleasure to see you.
Yeah, same here.
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. So, how is it going? How was your days gone so far since the time we met last?
It's just started. Like I read newspaper and then read some other stuff, and I'm here now.
Okay, great, great, great. So, newspaper. Talking about newspaper, what was the latest news you heard? I had not got the time today to see the headlines today.
Believe me, there was nothing new. And those, I recommend anyone not to read newspaper, not to watch news at all, because whenever you watch or read, you get only negative things.
That's
I mean,
true.
we cannot escape.
Yeah.
It is happening in our surrounding, but yes, I mean, I the way I keep speaking or telling that I am a pessimist and I want to, I'm trying to change myself, but till the time I'm reading all this news, I can't change. And at times I feel that there is no such thing like optimism at all. Because if you are aware with the world and the kind of things, we have to accept it. Optimism can play only the role only if we are focusing only on ourselves, that we have to do something like this, we want to achieve this target, and to set that target and keep focusing on the same, then only we can be optimist. Otherwise, if we are looking at the world affairs, we can never be optimist.
Oh,
Too
that's
much
true.
negativity.
That's true what you're saying, Raj. But to be aware about what's going around geopolitically, it's also very important. What's happening in
Yeah,
the
of
country,
course it is
what's
important.
happening around the country, outside the country, and at the same time, like how is it's not about the debates what you follow or the negativity you follow, because there's a lot of negative news, right? But if we have to just see the news, which is like new products launching, new technologies which is coming up, new things which is happening around, then it definitely gives you the positivity that yes, the world is moving very fast, and then you have to catch up the pace. So you will
Yeah,
start
of course.
working on it and you get motivated.
So that's what I was trying to put in, that only if we are focusing on the things that we are
Right, right, right,
trying to improve on, then it's okay. Otherwise, if we go through all the details, we will be pessimist. We will
and it does,
be touched
yeah.
by those negativity. Yeah.
Yes, yes, I agree with you, and it does also gives you a little bit of fear, like because I will, since we are talking about the news. So yesterday night, I think before sleeping, I was just seeing about Himachal, like what's that, what's the update. My family is back
Yeah.
in Punjab, so I was calling them up, and and then I belong from the area where there is water coming, so my friend's house and everything. I was checking
Right.
on.
Right.
And when you see a lot of news, when you're close to the place, it becomes fearful. But then you have to be aware also that there's something happening there,
Yeah.
though it
Sure.
has an impact which is not very good.
I mean, that is what I was also saying, that we
Yeah,
have to accept it. We can't
yes,
think of a utopian society. We are
correct,
here,
correct.
and we will have to bear all the consequences of whatever we have done.
Yes, right, right, right. So it's important to see and understand the news. Like you have to be aware,
Uh,
but you don't take
yeah.
it personally. That's what I understood what you meant to say.
And then detach yourself from all this and move on with your life.
Do you think detachment is easy?
Not at all.
That's something even I'm trying to learn, and I think it's the most difficult thing to do.
Yeah, sure.
Right? Okay. So coming to a new topic that's about storytelling. So how important is storytelling according to you?
Uh, I have been, I mean, we have been discussing about this. We have discussed it in 2 or 3 more sessions, I guess.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
I think that I need to improve on this, and it will help me a lot.
Right, right.
And I remember one another, I mean, lesson that I was doing with another tutor. We were doing something like he started with a few sentences, and from there on, I had to add on from that, and it has to sound like a story. So we
Story. Yes,
did that, and it went quite well that day. I
yes,
was
right.
surprised with myself.
And it's fun to do that, when you start adding in stories. I think I've told you before also, all the people whom you watch, successful people, they
Yeah,
always come up with their story. But the way of telling the story is very important, where you add in yourself, your emotions, not the negative ones, and many other things, where you also share your failures and how did you overcome it. So that's
yeah,
something which
right.
is the talent of storytelling. But here I'm going to give you a topic to speak about and think about it, okay, and then try speaking about a story, like try making a
Okay.
story out of it.
Yeah, sure.
So the topic is here: a group of children discover a dead body.
Okay.
A group of children, it can be from the age of 12 to 15, they have gone
Yeah.
out, and they have, now you plan out that where they have gone and what happened and what exactly happened, and they have discovered a dead body. So how the story will go along, you can add
Okay.
mystery, you can add fiction, you can add a lot of things, emotions, a lot of things,
Yeah, sure.
and maybe humor also if you want. That is the most difficult part, to add humor to the story. So if you can add humor, then it becomes a humorous mystery.
Okay. Let me try.
Yeah.
So, a group of children, they were playing football, and nearby their field, there was a heap of garbage. So one of them went to take their football back, and he found out that there is a dead body. He was shocked to see that, and he started screaming about that, and everyone gathered. So first they gathered, and they felt that whom should we tell. So along with that group, there there was a senior guy as well, who was also a teenager, but a senior to other. He thought that we can call somebody from our nearby village and let them decide what to do. So one of them went to their village that was nearby, around 500 meters from that field, and then they told the story to the villagers. A few of them came, and one of them had mobile phones, so they called the nearby police station. And after that, the police came and searched it, uh, and
Searched and
uh,
investigated.
investigated, and they found out that it was of a girl, a married girl, and
Come on, now you can build up another story if it's a
yeah,
married girl.
yeah, first it was of a married girl, and then they tried to find out the different angles. So first they tried to find out the angle of Dory, but they couldn't find out anything. And after that, the police tried to find out the angle of love in it, and finally they found that yes, it was not exactly love, but it was an honor killing. And the girl who belongs to some Hindu family had been killed by their family itself because she married to a Muslim guy. I would not be able to continue from here because this is what I was reading and I was talking about the negativity part and all. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. I think you read about a story like that. Did you?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yes, so this was reflecting in your story, right? Your experience was
Yeah,
reflecting. So if you go to see, we were just talking about it when we initiated the start the session, and now it reflected in your story as well,
yeah, right.
right? There could have been something else also. They could have, but then whatever was subconsciously playing in your mind, maybe it was just.
Yeah, it came out subconscious.
Yeah, 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 right. So yes, it was a good start, I would say, but towards the end, it was, you could have,
Yeah,
like, the body went for the post mortem and this and that. You could have just continued as the story as well, but it's okay. You tried that. That's what matters. So, what do you feel about your performance, about telling a story?
mm, I would not be able to guess it.
I would not be
Yeah,
able to grade it
to guess it.
or engage it.
It's up.
Okay, gauge
It's
it.
on. Yeah,
Engage. Yeah.
No, no,
So
I'm telling that I'm not able to guess my performance. It's
okay,
up to
gauge.
you.
Okay, so I
Guess,
would say
guess,
it
guess.
is gauge, Joe, gauge. The pronunciation of gauge.
Okay, GUESS.
Guess it. Okay, you are saying guess it. Okay, it's guess, guess. Okay,
Yeah,
not guess, guess. It is guess.
right.
Okay, okay. So yeah, I would say that what you have done initially, what you have started, it was good one. Like, you know, you could have also given. See, always remember in a story. I think I told you before. Also, there's a character for sure. Okay,
Yeah,
there is also the weather, the surrounding, what is involved. So you have to involve all of that by also giving character. Like, you know, you can start with something like, okay, so there was a school in Patna, and that school had organized a trip for the children. Now those the children were from 8th standard to 10th standard. They were super excited to go for this trip when they came to know. Few of the children could not make it because the parents were super upset, super, you know, they had the fears and everything that to send their children so far, because the trip was to Manali, and to go to Manali, it will take a lot of time. So the parents were not agreeing, but there were some parents which agreed. So what is happening? You're continuously building up a story, right? The
yeah,
parents,
sure.
then the children part came in, then the school part came in. It's just becoming a elongated story. Okay, and
Yeah,
then there can be
yeah,
emotions of the children, there can be excitement of the children, there can be jokes involved, there can be mystery which will come on the later part when they went for the trip, right?
right.
So
Yeah,
that's how the story is built up. Here in your story, what happened? They initially only found out the dead body, right?
yeah. I mean, I couldn't, yeah. I
Yeah,
didn't build up anything. It's just that they were playing and they found out.
yeah. So they could, it could have built up so that I would be like, when will he say about the dead body, right? And then it just comes in between, and there can be a little bit of humor added, because then it becomes you engage with the audience till the time, you know, it's like subjective, that yes, it's only horror or mystery, but you can always make it interesting by adding a lot of you know, characteristics to it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay. So do you have any questions, Raj? I like
No, no.
taking your name, Raj.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have any particular question.
No particular question as such. Okay, fine. So now tell me about your day plan now. Further, what are you going to do?
The study only. I mean, I will write something. I will give some time on English, and after that, I will give some time on accounts as well. The,
Okay,
the,
fine.
the, the subject that I teach from.
So there's one question which has come in my mind in my previous session. Also, I was asking this learner. You were talking about billionaires, okay? A billionaire. So if there are
Yeah,
a lot of billionaires around the country, do you get inspired by the billionaires who are around you, or if you read about them or their stories, do you get inspired by them?
I hardly get inspired because I hardly get a chance to read about those stories.
Okay.
And if I am inspired by someone, it's only the cricketers and musicians because I know something about them. I am interested about them, and I do keep reading about them as well.
Okay. But do you ever feel that you should, you know, I also want to reach to that point where they have reached, be it a musician, be it a cricketer.
Yeah.
Do you feel
Sorry,
that?
I couldn't
So do
get the
you feel
question.
that you do you get that in your, you know, that kind of passion, or you know, you get inspired towards them, that I wish I also could have done that. Do you get that kind of feeling?
Yeah, always,
Okay. Okay.
especially when it comes to cricket and singing.
Sing.
I used to feel always, and I even today I feel that I wish I could have done that.
Right, right, right. So what is the missing link to reach that place?
I do try to think that as well, and sometimes it feels like I'm complaining or cribbing about my past. But at the same time, I think that it's not like that. If I had gotten the opportunity, maybe I would have done that. I might have done that. I won't say I would have.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. Hmm.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I don't think that way. So whatever has happened has already happened. Nothing can be changed. So
Yeah.
I try to focus on present and yeah, something like whatever I'm doing, how can I do my best in that?
Okay. So you have to give an advice to a 15-year-old child or 15-year-old student, what would you say that if they say that, okay, I want to be, sir, I want to be a billionaire, how do I do that? What is the advice you will give?
The simple advice could be that follow your passion, whatever you are doing. Keep doing that and do it in the best way. Because if you are doing something, if you are fully devoted to that, only then you would be able to carve out something great out of that. And if
Yeah,
you are not devoted to that, you won't be able to do that well. And unless you do something great, nothing great will ever happen to you, or you won't be able to do anything significant in your life.
right,
So the
right.
simple funda is whatever you like, keep doing that and do it in such a way that nobody else could ever think of doing like that.
Yeah, and be
Or even
persistent.
if they think, I mean, they think about you that okay, they make you a figure of proud that yes, I have to do like
Figure of proud
like
is, yeah, figure of proud means like it is incorrect.
I
Figure of,
mean
can I
pride,
see?
yeah. I mean the way cricketers think about Tendulkar. No
Okay,
matter who is playing, everybody thinks that I want to be the next Sachin Tendulkar.
inspiration. Yeah, he's like an
So if
inspiration.
you have to do something, do it in a way that you become, I mean, you get up to that height. You reach
Okay,
that
so that
height.
people look up to you.
Yeah.
Okay, great, great. Okay, thanks, Raj. It was a great insight from your side. Yeah. So good that how you're sharing it. Somewhere you get stuck with the words I have seen, like, towards the end. Because when
Yeah,
I come
right.
to spontaneous questions like this, then you were like, okay, she's asking. So then, the words doesn't flow, right? Yeah.
Right, right.
When you are aware about the topic very well, then you're going with very nicely and fluently. Correct. When suddenly it happens, you are what was happening right now. The same sentence was going, turning around, and coming to the same sentence again. So it was said
Yeah,
in
right,
melody.
right.
Okay. So yes, Raj, let's see. I'll see you again the next session. It's almost going to end. The session is going to end. Do you have any questions for me?
No, no. As
Okay.
always, it was lovely
Yeah.
talking to you. And
Sorry, I missed it.
no, no, go on. If you are saying something.
No, I was saying that next session, if you feel like you're discussing a particular topic, please do tell me about it. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay,
Have a
Raj.
nice day.
You
See
too.
you in another session.
Definitely. Bye bye. Take care.
Yeah. Bye. Take care.